Hi guys, welcome to the weekly recap, and let's start off this week with a police blotter from Vero Beach. Here it goes. It's my personal belief that nothing good happens after dark, and certainly nothing good happens at 3 o'clock in the morning. A Vero Beach woman, Allison McNeil, found that out to her horror recently. We sent out our special investigative team to check the facts on this. Here's the witching hour. It all started here at this IHOP on US 1 in Vero Beach. It was December 22nd, and it was the early morning hours when Allison McNeil, the Director of Tourism for the Indian River County Chamber of Commerce, came in. What happened next was evidently some kind of disturbance that prompted the people in the IHOP to call the police to remove her from the restaurant. The police came, there was a struggle, and she was arrested. They took her to the Indian River County Jail, where they charged her with 2 felonies involving resisting arrest and striking a police officer. McNeil claimed that she was in a bar earlier and a drink was spiked, and that prompted this, whatever the behavior was. Unfortunately, she never filed a complaint against the bar, nor did she name what the bar was. The thing that we do know is that this miserable event in her life took place at 3 a.m., the witching hour. Miss McNeil has been suspended from her job as tourism director for the Indian River County Chamber of Commerce. She'll be in court later today. If there are any important developments, we'll keep you posted. Now, once again, all suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, and that implies exactly in this case, in the case of Allison McNeil. Now, what happened, I spend a lot of time trying to think about what to put on the recap, and then sometimes things just fall into your lap. Now, I had been preparing an extra episode in our history of the Vero Beach, and the subject was going to be this Spanish treasure fleet that sunk off the coast of Vero Beach in 1715. Then, this week, all of a sudden, some news broke that kind of jumped the gun on me. So anyway, here's a little combination of current news and history. Several weeks ago, I reported that on this beach, a guy out with a metal detector found a couple of World War II landmines. This guy is struck again. He found a ring that is believed to have come from a Spanish treasure fleet that was lost right out here in 1715. Let me tell you the background to this. The fleet was working its way up the Florida coast, and it had 4 years worth of treasure from Mexico, Colombia, and even from the Far East. There were 11 or 12 galleons in the fleet. The fleet hit a hurricane right here, and of the 3,000 passengers and crew, half were lost in the hurricane. The other half came ashore right here and set up a camp waiting to be rescued. When they get up here, one of the things they tried to do is to start recovering this, the cargo, the treasure, the gold and silver and stuff like that. And they got some of it, but not all. The rest of it is still out here, still under the sea. And that's what this guy found. Now, if you want to know more about that treasure fleet, and you want to see some of the stuff that they recovered from it, you can go down into Sebastian, and there's a little park maintained by the state of Florida and by some volunteers, where they've preserved some of the things, cannons and household goods, stuff like that. But people still think there's $400 million worth of treasure out under that water. spread all along miles of this beach. That's why they call it the Treasure Coast. Well, that's my report for this week. I'm going to see you next week. I hope you have a great weekend and a great week coming up. Everybody take care.